Hello, hello. Hi, my beautiful people. My goodness, it's been forever. I actually had recorded another video and then something happened when editing. So we're gonna try this again. I hope y'all have been good. I've missed y'all, but I took a much needed break and I honestly didn't feel like explaining myself or like telling y'all I need a break. But I'm back and that's what's important. So yeah, I emphasize on if anyone needs to take a break, take it. A break, rest is just as important as work, as workout, as anything, honestly. So yeah, I am in beautiful Texas. Oh my goodness, I love the fall, I love the weather. It's still kind of warmish, but the cold is like maybe started creeping in slowly. Yeah, so I'm excited. So for this first video, I am going to title it, Dear Family, This Is Why I Am Single. My goodness, I keep on getting this question. Of course, we all know we all have those aunties, we all have those family members, but you know, strangers, everyone always feels the need to find out why someone is single. Like, first of all, it's none of your business, but the reason I am telling you this is because I decided to share my life with you guys. So I will answer all of you at the same time. Yeah. First things first. Not everyone wants to be in a relationship. Not everyone is supposed to be in a relationship. Not everyone wants to get married. Not everyone wants to have kids. So I'm not saying that that's not me, but at the same time, I feel like sometimes, like, people, it's too much. Sometimes the people who are in relationships or the people who are in married, while it is great to be in a relationship and it's great to have like a life partner and everything, it's people also have to respect that there's a lot of people who don't want to be in a relationship, who don't want to have, you know what I mean? There are people who are happily single, and they will be single all their lives, and that is okay. Yeah, Jesus was single. He lived for 33 years and he was single. And I mean, we have nuns and we have monks and we have just people who it's just not always religion based, but there's some people who just are happy being by themselves. Now, I have been single for almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years in December. And I remember I sent someone a package the other day. I was thinking of him and I was like, oh, let me do something nice. And he told me that, Ati, if Sonia, if you did things like this by now, you'd be married with children. I was like, excuse me? Use me? First of all, I'm single by choice. That's not saying that I haven't had marriage proposals, that there are no men out there who don't want to be with me right now. They're there. But the thing is, are they the right persons for me? And obviously not, because right now I am single. The first reason as to why I'm single is because I was very attracted to dysfunction, right? Because y'all know the story about my dad and, you know, daddy issues, blah, blah, blah. But because of growing up without, like, my father in my life, I was very, for the longest time, attracted to emotionally unavailable men. And I chased and I did all that unnecessary, embarrassing stuff to get whatever man at that time. And it proved all in vain, you know. And so I decided that I need to take some time to just introspect, you know, and look back at to my past relationships. Like, what have I been doing wrong? What went wrong in those relationships? And I needed to heal from my past. I needed to heal just so that I can stop being attracted to and attracting the wrong type of man. Because at the same time, just the same way that I was attracted to an emotionally unavailable man, is the same way those emotionally unavailable men, for some reason, just were always in my path. Those are the ones that they're attracted to me too. And that's something to think about. Another reason is because of the mistakes that I made in my previous relationships. And so I decided I need to, like, heal from those relationships because of the fact that I have found myself taking baggage from one relationship to another. If y'all remember my story time, I told you guys about how my previous relationship ended, and it was just basically because I was carrying baggage from another relationship. I hadn't dealt with that baggage, and I thought that getting into another relationship would make me maybe get over or forget, you know, those previously, instead of dealing with it. And so it came back to bite me in the behind, because things went like horribly wrong, because I was making all the wrong decisions, you know, all the wrong choices. And so I said, I'm never going to do that again. I am never going to go into another relationship, you know, with baggage, because it's not fair. It's not fair for us to expect happiness to come from someone else. Being with someone, that person should not be your happiness. They shouldn't be your life. They should complement you, you know, complement your life as you are. And so I realized that I need to, like, you know, just like find my happiness from within, and yeah, to actually take time and heal and let go of my past previous relationships, so that I don't end up making the same mistakes again. And I think that it has been a really good thing for me, because I mean, we've had even the conversations with my exes, and we all talked about like where we went wrong, and it has been a learning experience. Let me say that this time that I've been single, it has been a learning experience. And not to say that I haven't gone on a few dates here and there, but let me just like to dating in 2021. Oh my goodness, like we're in trouble. Let me say we're in trouble. And so the fact is, there's a lot of people right now, like a lot of people who don't know what they want. A lot of people who are just in relationships because society says that should be in a relationship. Oh, by the age of 25 you should have already found someone. I was talking to someone yesterday, this week, and she was telling me that, you know, for me, I got married at 25, and you know, that's by 25 you should start thinking about those things. You know, you should start thinking about getting married and such in your life. And I'm like, says who? Society has made marriage to look like this thing that you all have to work towards, or if you're not married, or if you don't have someone that to marry, and there's something wrong with you. And a lot of people are feeling very inadequate, and they're feeling not okay with their lives because they're not married at the time that they thought they would. I remember my ex and I talking about by the time when I was in campus, and we were like, by 23, when we finish school, you know, we'll get married and we'll have kids. And I was like, my goodness, when you look back, you're just like, wow. And it's not to say that people who are young, that they can't do it. And there are a lot of people who, you know, got married at 22 or 23 in their early 20s, and they're doing great. But the reality is, it's not for everyone. Just because it has worked out for some people doesn't mean that it's going to work out for everyone. And so I refuse to be pressured by people who are not going to be in that marriage with me. They're not going to be in that household with me. And there's a lot of people, like, I feel like the reason why divorce rates are so high in this day and time is because of the fact that a lot of people are just getting married just for the sake of getting married. Oh, I'm 25. Oh, I'm 28. Oh, by now I should be married. By now I need kids. And so you end up marrying someone that you don't even like, because you just like met them. You've known them for such a short time. And look, there are people who meet and get married the next day, and they're together until like literally death does them part. But the reality is, a lot of people right now, especially our generation, are just getting married for the sake of getting married, are getting married just for the sake of having a wedding. And you don't realize like how important it is to find someone who is good for you, someone who, you know, God wanted you to be with. And to be honest, that is something that is also something, like one of the factors as to why I'm single, because I have not exactly made the best choices before. And not to say that the guys that I've dated before, that they were amazing guys, and I wasn't perfect for sure. But at the end of the day, those relationships, like, they were not, the foundation was not God. And so anything that, when God is not your foundation, especially in your relationships, they are not going to work out. And there was a lot of pain and a lot of tears, and I didn't understand why. And I just feel like right now where I am, at my age right now, I don't have time to waste. I don't have time or energy to waste. I don't want to look back and regret anything. I don't want to feel like I wasted my time. I don't want to feel like I have when I look back at some of my previous relationships. And so, yeah, I think there are very many reasons as to a lot of people are single, and those are just a few of mine. But at the same time, like, guys, be more gentle and be kinder to your single friends, and stop with the pressure. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean they need to be in one, and they don't owe you an explanation as to why they are doing whatever they're doing with their lives at that point in time. It is important for you to do what makes you happy, and I'm going to emphasize on the fact that happiness comes from within. If you are not happy by yourself, you're not going to be happy when you find someone. You're not going to be happy when you're married. No, you cannot expect that when you get a husband or when you get a wife, that's when you're going to be happy. When you have children, that's when you're going to be happy. Because the reality is, once you get those things, you'll actually realize that you're still unhappy and you won't understand why. And look around, a lot of people are getting divorced left, right, and center for no good reason. And it's just because people were in such a hurry to please everyone else except themselves, yeah. And so I hope that has given you all enough information. And so the next time you all see me, if I'm still single, please don't ask me why I'm single. Reference this video. And if there's anyone who is like in the same as me, please feel free to share this video, because I feel like people keep on asking and it's annoying and it's frustrating, and it's like, nah. For me, everywhere I go, I have an uncle here, I'm Conrad, and everywhere we go. Yesterday I went to the store and he was about to tell that guy, oh, she's single. Y'all need to stop. Look, I'm happy where I am right now. My relationship with God is the most important thing right now in my life. Not a man, not marriage, not all that. That is the most important thing for me. And as long as I'm in a good place with God, I know that God is gonna guide me towards the right person, to a person who loves God, which is very important to me. Right now, I've gone to some very interesting dates. And I'll tell you all, that's a story for another day. I'll tell you guys the bad dates that I've been on. Tell you all some stories about those. But for now, that is all. I've missed you all, and at least I made this video a little longer than I've been making them. Joy, I hope you're happy now. Some people are complaining that the videos I've been making are so short, so I'll try and balance them out. I feel like now I'm back with a bang. I'm happy, I got a new phone, yay! And so yeah, just keep it locked, guys. I have a lot planned for the rest of the year. So love y'all, wish y'all a lovely week ahead. Mwah.